Okay, here we are again. Things are glitchy and weird. Just a couple minutes ago, but it was glitchy. I learned something about doing these YouTube streams, so I'm doing it again a second time. It's on my heart. It's on my mind. This has actually been on my mind for 6 months. This point that I'm going to make, and the evidence of it has been building up for many years. This is not a basic, momentary, simple thought. This is what I'm about to say is quite controversial, and I've thought about it for a long time. I very much wanted to choose my words wisely, and I want to make my very nuanced, particular point extremely clear. Extremely. In the words of Funkmaster Flex, let me be clear. Let's be clear. I can't reiterate that enough because I do not support Robert Kelly. I don't support R. Kelly in any way, shape, or form, except one. There's only one thing that I support R. Kelly about. 2019 is because R. Kelly has been indicted. Well, there's child pornography cases has come up, and they won't let him go to jail because he's locked down and already for his Chicago case and his New York case. So right now he's racking up the cases. It's kind of beautiful to see. It's getting thick. It's getting brutal. He hasn't been actually prosecuted yet. So I want to say this before he gets prosecuted. I'm going to get there in a moment. I just want to say a few things before I get to my ultimate point of what I'm really trying to say about R. Kelly. R. Kelly, in the eyes of myself, Malcolm Lovejoy, Adam Ustorek, there is no way, shape, or form or unequivocal any other comprehension or speculation way to see or think or believe or know or fucking ponder anything besides the fact that this man is guilty. Guilty. He's guilty. I do not think any other thought. Please know that. R. Kelly was guilty when he married Aaliyah underage and faked the wedding certificate. R. Kelly was guilty when he impregnated that girl in Chicago and then got her pregnant and then made her have an abortion. R. Kelly was guilty when he did the pornography tape in 2002 and peed on the underage girl on camera and exchanged money for her on camera. I've seen the tape. That was clearly an underage girl. She was underage. He peed on her. He should have gone to jail in 2002. I wasn't really that guy before 2002, but after seeing that P tape, I was not that guy after this is 17 years I've been like, R. Kelly has been on mute in my house. So this isn't really new, but we have to reiterate certain things. And yes, it's 2019. Up until this year, he was still free. So a long time. This cult. Powers that be. Who knows what the fuck. So I'm saying all this to say, R. Kelly has been guilty of so many things. All wrong. Foul. Guilty. Should have been jailed. Prosecuted. Punished. Fucking wrong. Except for one thing. There's only one madness. There's only one thing that I support R. Kelly in. A sex cult. Hear me clearly. Even R. Kelly. To manipulate the girls, to dictate their music careers, to choose what they eat or how they dress or where they bathe or where they sleep, and how they having a sex. Anybody can have a sex cult. Anybody can have a group of friends, lovers, small community, a little club. That's cool. I go to sex clubs. I'm part of many sex communities. I mean, I don't personally call it a cult. There's no branding and there's no eyes wide shut masks and all that shit. You know, where it's consensual, mature, communicated, and clearly, consciously chosen. That's the difference. And that's the only thing that I cannot take away from the man. The people who consciously, the women who consciously chose to be with him sexually without being manipulated, without being coerced. That is okay. Thing that I cannot actually take away from the man and criticize. The only thing. On this Surviving R. Kelly video, there was one woman, if you remember, she was in her 30s and she wasn't young. I mean, I don't want to make any particular judgments on her educational status, but she of her own free will was choosing to be with R. Kelly. I think she was like 34. If a 34-year-old woman wants to be in a sex cult, have fun. More power to you. I can't deny you that pleasure. But if they get manipulated into it, if they think about leaving and somebody forces them or anything of this sort, if they are exploited or controlled, and any man from R. Kelly to Kevin Spacey to Harvey Weinstein to Jeffrey Epstein, any man who does that should be punished for the rest of their fucking consciousness, or until they do the right thing. Love and peace to all the victims of R. Kelly, all the survivors of the abuse. But there's two younger black girls out right now, and they're just they're they're proving my point in a very interesting, odd way. It's just like this weird gray area where technically they are right, where she's been saying publicly, I'm not being coerced. I am choosing to be here. I want to be here. And has me in here of my own free will. If she is 100,000,000,000% honestly telling the truth and is under no duress or coercion, then have fun. Yeah, I guess. I mean, but such is life. I mean, if she's over 18 or 21, depending on the state, and she's an adult and she's not being drugged or having a shotgun put to her behind the camera or anything like that, people have the right to join sex cults and join sex clubs and sex communities. It's cool, whether it's R. Kelly or on the entire other side of the spectrum, Prince. Yeah, musicians having a bunch of people around them who love to have sex with them isn't an illegal concept or an immoral concept or wrong. But controlling them is the problem that's not good. The problem that's not good. We all saw Purple Rain, and Prince did slap a girl in that. That was not cool. But, nobody, I'm not condoning any abuse, verbal or physical or emotional or intellectual or psychological or anyway, from anybody. Prince definitely had a few problematic moments in his career. Nowhere near the level of R. Kelly. Let me make that be clear and known and fucking obviously stated. But the same, if the punishment fits the crime with R. Kelly, That man will believe nothing except except believing that he can fly right into a motherfucking prison for the rest of his life because he should be locked up. That man should be in jail since 2002. And those P tapes, my friend Bass there brought them a video cassette of it from New York, and I have not thought otherwise since. I've wanted R. Kelly in jail for 17 years, and I'm really happy to see that these days might be coming. He's not actually good for him. It's looking great for other people who wanted to see him in jail. And I hear the girl in the P tape from 2002 has even come out and has decided to testify. So that's good. He could step in the name of pedophilia right into the motherfucking jail for the rest of his life, as far as I'm concerned. Because old, because the only song of his that I even half partially enjoyed was the Ignition remix, and even then I felt gross dancing to it. I'm like, oh, this is good. This is good. I did my own little Ignition remix, I think. How did those lyrics go? It's the remake to Ignition. R. Kelly should be in prison. No, I can't remember the other parts. Yeah. Say that I had to get it off thing. One are aware of their participation in said sex cult. Everybody else, underage, exploited, manipulated, coerced, forced, tricked, swindled, bamboozled, fucking exploited, music industry or not, wrong, punishable by offense, prison term, and motherfucking karmic retribution for the rest of your life. So thank you for listening. You feel what you want. The idea of a sex collective from manipulated, exploited individuals that are underage, because that's who R. Kelly preyed on for the most part. And that's not good. I will never support that. And I never supported R. Kelly. I'm not an R. Kelly fan. But anybody who wants to be in a sex cult, it's a pretty good idea. It's a pretty good idea. I did porn. I do porn. And I'm going to keep doing porn. I have my own sex dreams and sex fantasies and sex worlds that I want to create. People are invited to make love. It's a beautiful idea. Everybody's in a cult of some sort, it's just basically certain hobbies and lifestyles and those kind of things that people do. It's consensual. That's the difference. So I'm glad you listened to this. I hope you have thoughts. I'm done. I said it twice. I'm done. Peace to the Justice Department. Peace to Dream Hampton. Peace to all the women who are healing. And peace to Tupac, because Tupac should not have gone to prison. R. Kelly, he's where he should be. I love you. Goodbye. Be nice.